Good morning, everyone. It's been interesting, but we'll start with the reactions over on Patreon. There's a few concerts. Is it Milena Farmer? Wow. By request, some people have asked more than once. I decided to check that out. That's it's an experience. For on YouTube, we got Dimash and his brother coming. I'm looking forward to it. That is a nice fuzzy sweater. And I started the live in the LBC Avenged Sevenfold show. Did like the first 5 songs, and that was totally blocked. So that's over on Patreon. Now it's not the free side, so I'm just heads up on that. If it's blocked on YouTube, I tend to put it on the inside of Patreon. We'll warm up the bus. We'll get up to the garage. We'll see if the house band is gonna kick in some tunes. We'll smoke the place up. We'll do all that as well. But like I said, we got some Dimash. We got some more Avenged Sevenfold going over there. Whatever this is that I'm watching, I got Billy Thorpe and the Aztecs coming. I'm gonna try to get that to YouTube. Yeah, try to get that over to YouTube and maybe start the day with that. Some after the bus garage, of course. And yeah, I think that covers today's reactions. Got new playlists I'm working on. I'm kind of trimming the fat on the other ones. And hey, we're in a rebuilding period. Spring has sprung, and we're going to do something with it. And there's the reactions we're going to do. Well, as for rants, I mean, that should be easy. My current job situation is a handyman. Didn't work the way the boss he intended. I'm waiting on a call right now to hopefully go apply somewhere else. Channel is doing what the channel does. Any support over there on Patreon is a great way to start. But the rants will probably be about work and, maybe so on and so forth. On the other hand, we have other subjects entirely. And I think it's funny because it's also, I think it's Tuesday, right? Hey, tinfoil hat Tuesday in full effect. It might be a late start, but that doesn't mean I'm late for dinner. The comments on this are telling. I also believe it's a money laundering scheme. And I would use, there's a rabbit hole out there. You can find it. I don't even remember the name of the game. Some space game. But the amount of money that was passing back and forth. Oh yeah, no, 5 million. Yes, that's what's funding the next generation of influencers and activists is this stuff, I believe. Laundering money from the elites to the elites, giving special access to the club. And I think there's strong evidence of that everywhere. Now, as always, all my opinions are for entertainment purposes only. So, I'm not saying I'm right. But I do think it's very interesting that out there in the digital world, and Ange and I, we were just talking about this with Bitcoin. And, like everybody else, had that opportunity and passed it by. And wow, how stupid was that? At the same time, we were discussing the little bit of physical that, obtained. And, what's it backed on? An idea? I guess as long as electricity flows, it's good money? Now, I'm not hating on it. I think there's probably a huge reason to invest in. And, this is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. But I would think there's good reason to invest in some of that stuff. At the same time, I wonder how it's tied to the control system, central bank, digital currencies, food control, other things. I worry, but nobody seems to question insanity on the planet. But they're worried if their neighbor's having a wrong thought. I would say our attention is not focused properly, but that's just me. What do I know? At the same time, I just came from Dan Vasca reactions, and I would think I could get in that group and have this discussion flow quite easily. Not condemning anything, I'm just curious what's really, they're masked up. Masked up at the same time. That tells me everything I need to know. I believe it's a, as I said, rabbit hole at the very least. And we'll I think there's a new serfdom and a carbon credit trading scheme, and then an incredibly lucrative black market going to be formed on the consumption of carbon credits and the elites buying and trading carbon credits for God only knows what. I would hate to even start venturing, but I bet a lot of people out there know the sick stuff they'd trade them for. Hey, hopefully today's Tinfoil Hat Tuesday will get interesting. Later.